been in contact with a lot of people through your life.
Yeah.
A lot of them are nasty pieces of work. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
So the word out here is to ask Yammy B, has he ever snitched on anyone in his whole time on road? This is your interview.
Yeah.
So with this interview, we're asking you, are we going to hear the facts of your life?
Yeah.
No lies are going to be in this interview.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I've been told that you've done 37 of the last 40 years in one jail cell or another.
Yeah. Fact. When the door opened, I went charging in and stabbed him about 40, 50 times. North Star come when Lambie and all that. Me and Sutty was pretty close.
Yeah.
And all that, but I knew me and him used to really move from childhood kind of thing, and I used to bring him on moves with me, the burgling and that before he turned out the way that he did. But my old mate Austin Gardner was there in the proof school with me. He was in the queue. Me and Quincy were talking really fast. We was at the front of the queue waiting to go back on the wing in Whitemore. And some tall geezer from out of nowhere come and just slapped my hand and goes, "Who are you?" Like that. Quincy looked at me like, I said, "Do you know him?" I said, "Nah." I looked at the geezer, I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, so what are you saying then?" Like, it was a complete nutter. And I said to him, because everyone's there now, I was kind of sulking. I was going, all right, in the recess. You know, it was like I was walking like to death row. I was thinking, what have I done here? I don't even know him. And then Quincy come to the window, he goes, "You want me to come in?" I said, "Nah, don't need no one." And I went in there, done a quick dummy like I was going to move. He swung his hand underneath him, picked him up, put him on my shoulder, and then threw him up in the air and stamped on him.
Talk about the Queen's pardon.
Oh, yeah.
The word that I've got is that you got that from stopping a woman from being raped.
Like, I knew a man who'd never been knocked out before.
Yeah.
And the day he kept telling everyone, "No, I can't get knocked out, I can't." And one day, years later, I saw him, he got knocked out. And I was down the block with him, and I said to him, "Richie, I told you." He goes, "That weren't a punch, he hit me with a metal tray." I said, "No, because he still can't believe a man could punch that hard."
Yeah.
Because he's a big geezer.
Yeah.
Certain big days in there, you know, a man's waiting for you outside, he's only got the razors.
Yeah.
You don't want to go out there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, you can't go out there. You've got to face the music. Sure, you're
Yeah.
not worried about getting cut. You know what I mean? You got to, in that game, you've got to be prepared to take a few.
How close was you with Charles Bronson? Like, was you close enough to give us a character?
Yeah.
So what was he like? Because from out here, if we don't know, the idea is that he's in there, he's having it with all the screws, he ain't playing with no one, no one can't tell him nothing. He's just an out-and-out bad man. You've done the circuit, that's guaranteed.
Right.
You've been in there in the worst prisons. So I'm going to ask you, of all the people you've ever met, because in all areas there's a bad man.
Yeah.
And when they go jail, out here someone believes they're the baddest man there is.
Yeah.
They come out, they're back on their block, they're back in their area, they're about that life.
Yeah.
Who is the baddest man you've ever stood in front of?
I'm from London. I'm Gary Tyson. Look, it's all going to go this way. Don't worry, you can rely on me.
Yeah.
Because you're taking on everybody else's baggage too.
Yeah.
That's not nothing to do with you, but you're helping.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, without Gary Tyson in the Cat A's, London wouldn't be the same thing. In the Cat A's, you get found out because it is the biggest stage of all, where all the bad minds are together, and you've got to be not just a brawler.
Yeah.
You've got to be outthink people as well. I have to think about Sutty, who's dead, from Mozart, originally, who was originally around North Star to start with Lambie, who set the trend in the 90s.
Yeah.
For the robbing and firing 2 shot, rest in peace, Sutty, because you know that I loved you, and you was true. No. The certain man, that's how we used to say, they man, they're BADMAN for me.
Yeah.
You see it?
Okay.
And that's the reality of it, because there's certain names I'm calling them bad. But in my opinion, if you go in a room with blah 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 and the door's shut, you can't win. Came to the Cat A's, Quincy was for that age group there, because Quincy was the most thuggish in my eyes.
Yeah.
So Quincy was more aggressive all the time, you know, he'd be taking on all comers.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So you got to respect that, win, lose or draw, he's turning up.
Yeah.
You know, some of them other man there that come to jail and for big things and they get violated regularly in jail. And it makes me laugh. Because, you know, all right, something you can't have a row, you weren't strong or whatever, and you know, you smoked all you got. And it's difficult when people see that those things happen to you. You've got to laugh, because every time, even if I look at him, I laugh.
Yeah.
Because Bucky was one of the realest that I ever met. Yeah, turned his life around in there. He used to smoke and rob everybody. Very, very strong. Bucky. And talk the truth. And he talked the truth, Bucky.
Yeah.
And he used to hail out things from the landing railings, and he'd call someone's name. Like, I'd say something, but no one would answer back. It's different levels of that. Saturdays, I spend time with him in block, because he gets to move block to block, Whitemore, blah, blah, down again, I'm down a block for a lie down. And he's been there, calls me out the window, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, he puts his ear to the window and says, when you think he's gone, he says, oh, did someone just say something about me? You know, like, his thing, but he's got a big ego. He can have a row, and he's representing it. If you like doing the screws and all that, yeah, but what else? You got Young Spen and all that, who I've spoken to a couple of times by video, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, who wise, who have never gone to jail and things like that. They, you know, Uncle Yammy rates that kind of, you know, when you can stay away from the place. Say whatever you wanted. You never said that to me. Think about it. When I said you give me 2 of them things, you gave it to me. And when I came the next night, and the night after, and the morning after, if you didn't give it to me, I went to your enemy across the road and I asked him instead. So tell the truth. No one's ever gone to prison because of me, Darren. I lied in a tell. Lie there telling, mate. Load of shit. The prison thing, I was red hot, man. There's got to be feelings about that. But if anything's my fault, you've seen what I showed you there. Over 100 adjudications. 60 of them are not mine.
Your life ain't just destroyed your life, it's destroyed others.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the fact you've got a 33-year-old son out there.
Yeah.
And in his lifetime, you've basically done nothing for him.
No, that's true.
What do you feel to that now? And what would you say to him if he was to watch this interview? What is the baddest thing you ever saw happen to a bad man? A man who really thought no one can't tell him nothing. What was the worst thing he took sitting in a jail cell?